Hey, g'day legends, and thanks for tuning in. This week's video, we're actually getting back into puzzle. Puzzle's had a hurt engine for a while. The thing's been eating coolant. Don't know where it's coming from, so we've got to work out if we can repair it or slot in a new bullet. So do yourself a favour, grab your cuppa, your coldie, kick back, relax, and enjoy the vid. Rightio legends, so we got the big unit in the shed, well on the apron anyway. Suppose I better give this thing a bit of a rundown for those of you who don't know. This is a drift car that me and my brother put together last year. It's actually a factory V6 VY Commodore. It was a salvage from the auction, it had flood damage. So we ended up putting a 308 and a top loader in this thing. Still carby, obviously, as you can see by the hole in the bonnet. Went good for one meeting, and the second meeting it was eating a lot of water out of that back pot, and kind of went sour on the whole thing because of didn't have the time to fix it. So proceeded to start ripping parts of it. As you can see, brake booster's gone. I think accelerator cable's gone, but I want to rip this donk out and see if it's fixable. I've got a feeling that it's got a crack in the bore. If it does, we've got to find another block or get it sleeved, or yeah, chuck in a spare bullet. So like I say, I want to rip this thing out and just get the heads off, well at least that other side head off it, and work out what's what. Good chance it's got a lot more water actually down the car, because like I said, I just sort of walked away from it and left it in the yard without, it did have a bag over it, but it flew off anyway. So let's rip this thing out, get it apart, and yeah, work out who's who in the zoo, eh? Rightio legends, we got puzzle up on the stands. That's going to give me plenty of room to unhook everything I need underneath, but I just thought I'd show you something. I wasn't lying about the rain, so that water's just coming out the exhaust as I've jacked this thing up. So we've had meters of rain up here in Townsville, and this thing just sat out there. So pretty sure it hasn't made its way up in the engine, but that just shows you how much rain it has, and probably got a good amount down the carby. But anyway, we'll worry about that later. So I'm going to hook in, get this thing out, eh? See what we got. Rightio legends, so we got the wounded bullet out of the drift missile, so well, I'll go ahead and rip this intake and either one or both the heads off. Looks like both sides got water in it, so we'll start with the manifold, yeah, and get these heads off, see what we're working with, and we'll come up with a game plan. Rightio legends, it's a new day. This is where I got up to with the donk yesterday. I pulled both the heads off. I've got the heads in the back of the ram. I want to go get them pressure tested. I got a feeling that the block's okay. Like, I sort of tried my best to fill the water galleys up and was sort of pressure feeding with a garden hose, and I couldn't see any water coming out of it. Not to say that it isn't pinholed or cracked, but I can't see any evidence of where it is coming through there. So I've got a feeling it's in the head, so I'm going to get them pressure tested. They need to be acid dipped anyway because got water and gunk in them, so I'll get that sorted. But got myself a little marketplace special here, so ran when parked apparently, so I think I'm going to yeah, get this thing ready, probably just leave the manifold and everything that's on it for now, get it slotted in, get the big unit running, and then I'm going to get this, hopefully get this engine repaired, just use that as a temporary one, get this engine repaired and put back in it at a later date. But for now, we'll yeah, get this big girl unloaded and do what we need to do to slot her in, eh? Rightio legends, so I've got the clutch and the flywheel, and I took the pilot bearing out of that engine. Got the pilot bearing in, flywheel on, the clutch is yet to go on. But what I started doing was, because I live in North Queensland, the hornets love to just build nests and everything that's left open. So I've done all the exhaust holes on this side. The other side looks pretty good, but what I've done is got a screwdriver, knocked the nests out of the holes, hit them with inox. And a little trick, you're probably all aware of this, but I don't have a 3/8 UNC tap up here. So what I've done, I don't know if you can really see on that, yeah, see I've cut some spiral grooves on the bolt and tapered the end. So what I do, like I say, just inox the holes up. So yeah, see that? She just goes in, back her out, and then next one, yep, because she's tapered, it just finds its way. And last one, that's bigger than 3/8. But yeah, you get the idea. So I'm just going to go around to all the holes that need it, flywheel housing bolts, the other engine mount bolts, get them done, and then yeah, start slipping on engine mounts, clutch, everything that needs swapped over. So yeah, get these holes cleaned up and keep ripping into her. Rightio legends, so I've got that clutch on, it's all lined up, tightened up, good to go. Got both the engine mounts on this thing, so I think we're going to go ahead, slot it in as is. I've pulled all the plugs out and inox down the holes too. The engine does turn over. I thought I better try that before I actually put it in, but yeah, it does turn over. So gonna slot it in as is. Like I say, I've got to put the oil pump on it as well, but we'll get it in for now, and then we'll look at all the accessories, eh? So let's get this thing slammed in there. Rightio, legends, as you can see, I've got the engine installed. I've done up the bell housing bolts, engine mounts, went ahead, slotted the starter motor in, and I went and got the dizzy out of the other engine. It was a bit stuck in there, but I managed to get it out. Got the plug wire sat on there. I haven't got the extractors done up yet. I've got to get new gaskets for those, so they're just sitting there, but they're ready to go. I've turned this thing over on the starter, wine's over a treat, so I've got to go to town tomorrow and get the, I've got to get some Vaso to pack the oil pump. I'll pinch the oil pump off the old engine. Just want to do that. I've got to get some engine oil and a filter as well. Give this thing best chance it can. I'm just gonna have to shut it down for today. I'll get back to this tomorrow, but got to have an early night. Got to head into town to the Hard Yards podcast with the boys. So yeah, we'll shut it down here. I've got to go to town and get those bits anyway. So that'll give me a chance to go and get those bits. And we'll hit her again in the morning and hopefully, yeah, get a fart out of the big girl, eh? Rightio, legends. So it's the next day and I've got stuck in. I've already fitted the oil pump to this thing. I had to actually make a gasket. I thought I had a gasket for it, but it was actually the intermediate gasket, not the mountain gasket. But anyway, got that sorted, got the oil line on, went ahead and cleaned the extractors up, got the new gaskets there. So I'm gonna go ahead, get these get the extractors fitted. Then I'll start looking into the carby because this carby's seized. This is a spreadboard manifold. So I do have a square bore to spreadboard adapter there, but I don't know if I got all the hardware to fit it. So I'm not too sure. I can put the other intake manifold on. I do have the gaskets for that, but that's going to be a bit more work for now. So we'll see what we got going on as far as the carby goes, but we might get the pipes on and see if we can actually get a fart out of it. If we do that, yeah, then we'll go down the road of looking what carby we're going to sling on this thing, eh? So let's get these pipes on. Rightio, legends. So we got those pipes on. I've just filled the engine up with engine oil. It's reading full on the stick, so by all rights it should hopefully fire up. So obviously I'm just going to hit with a bit of brake cleaner to get it going for now. Like I said, until I sort that carby situation out. So yeah, it should all be pretty right. So I'll just give it a bit of brake clean. Let's turn the ignition on. And see if we can get it to start. If I can find the start button. Ah, there it is. It sounded like it wanted to go. Not for getting enough down there. These throttle blades are stuck shut, so I don't think it's getting a whole lot through it. Oh, something happened. Oh, we know it runs. Well, yeah, that's pretty cool. I'll just double check that fire in order real quick. That's 1, 2, 7, 8. Yeah, 8, 4, 5, 6, 3. Yep, that all looks in order. I wonder if we give it a bit of advance. I'll try that. Oh, that was a bit too much. Give that a go. Oh yeah, she's gonna run. She's gonna run. Phew. All right, well, I might try and source out, yeah, what I'm gonna do with this carby and get all that worked out. See if we can build some oil pressure, and if we get that happening, yeah, we'll slam the radiator in it and won't be able to drive the big girl. Yoo. Rightio, legends. So I've done a bit of figuring out, and I've borrowed the carby off that small block Chevy that's sitting in the Holden ute in the shed there. Fitted it up, had a bit of drama. The float was stuck, it wouldn't let any fuel in, but pulled the top off it, got it sorted. It's all getting fuel now. Full disclosure, I have actually run this thing. It didn't have the system on it, but I've just bolted the system on it, so I haven't heard it since I've fitted that, but it did fire straight up and get, I think it had like 50 pounds of oil pressure, so see if I can make it happen again. Ignition on. Oh yeah. Oh, she just conked on me. And tell me it's not getting fuel again. There it is. All right. Give that another go. Oh look, it's raining again. Something different in Townsville. She must want a bit of idle up, eh? A bit of idle up. She must be, might have to play with that float end, but anyway, yeah, fired up, got good oil pressure, so I've got to put the radiator back in it, obviously, but actually, before this thing broke, I bought a brand new, I'll turn the ignition off. Yeah, before this thing broke, I actually bought a brand new high flow radiator for this thing, so see if we can rip her out. And yeah, see if she fits and see if the fans and all that will go on it. So see, she's a heavy duty rig, so yeah, hopefully that cools the overheat issue that was having as well. So like I said, I'll go ahead and see if I can get this fitted, and yeah, see if I can get this thing to run a bit longer than 5 seconds. Rightio, legends, well, she's together. It's still got a few bits to go on it. As you can see, still got no brake booster, but I do have a handbrake and the old e-brake for the drifty boy stuff, so it needs a bit of a tune-up yet. Like I said, I don't even know if I'm going to run this manifold, this carby, or even this engine sort of, you know, at an event. I just wanted to get it going, and yeah, I want to fix the good engine up. Jesus, bloody cyclone up here all of a sudden. Alright. Hold on to her. So yeah, I just, this thing's ready to go. And it's actually missing the accelerator pedal. When I pulled the booster out, it went with it. So I've got to replace those bits, but I do have a little jerry rig accelerator cable set up, so I might just be able to sneak her out, give her a little blunt, and yeah, that'll do us, eh? So see if we can get the old girl fired up and boost her out for a skid, eh? Rightio, legends. Well, it still hasn't finished raining, but anyway, well, like I said, I'll just see if we can snag out maybe a skid up and down the driveway, and that'll do us. We'll park her up. So you got me accelerator pedal here, bit of rope. Like I said, I got no brakes, but I do have the factory handbrake and the old hydraulic e-brake. So let's see if we can get the big girl running and do a lap. Oh yeah, now we're talking. Oh, and we're off. And we can stop. Oh dear, how good. Alright, let's turn this bus around. Oh, electric power steering mustn't be turned on because it's got Armstrong steering at the moment. Oh, let's do a reverse. Alright. Yee yee.